I woke up, thank the Most High for this life that I'm living. These meditations get my mind right and me in tune with my spirit. On this peace side, spreading these vibes in this physical dimension. My ancestors assisting on this earth with a mission. Peace, peace, life, and love. We're here today at Lake Merritt. It's a beautiful day. Give thanks to myself, Brother Peace, and who I'm rocking with today.
My name is Jolie Zahra, CEO of Zahra Fitness.
Shout out to the goddess, Zahra Fitness, man. So today we tapping into health and wellness, and fitness definitely revolves around health and wellness. So, sister, today I want to get your perspective on how, well, just about your journey. You can share your testimony about how you got into health and wellness. I'm aware that you're a plant-based trainer, and I'm plant-based, so I definitely want to get your perspective on your plant-based journey, and also just how, with all those things, how it revolves around tapping into your peace within yourself. So you can start off with just talking about your journey of tapping into physical fitness and how you feel about it.
So this journey has been, honestly, it's been a beautiful journey. So I decided to actually go plant-based March 1st. One of my mentors was talking about the benefits of just kind of learning to retrain yourselves about the things that we know about food and nutrition and health, what's good for you, what's not good for you. So I went online, I did a little bit of research. I'm already lactose intolerant, so pretty much cutting out all of the cheeses and dairy was pretty easy. 30 days in, dude, I felt like I was totally into a new element of myself. I figured out that my food was my recovery and my food was my fuel. I didn't need anything else. I didn't need any chicken, I didn't need any meat, I didn't need any of that. I realized that all I had to do was to research, to know, for instance, in the mornings, I have to put chia seeds and flax seeds and almond butter and peanut butter, enough in my system as you would a meat eater to make sure I have enough nutrients, carbohydrates, sugars in my body to last me to a certain point. It's all about retraining your process and your thought and your mindset. Every single day I find something different and something new. I learned that sweet potatoes will help me lose weight. I learned that regular potatoes are a great form of carbs instead of processed carbs like breads. There's so many different things you can do, but I'll tell you guys this, it is not an overnight process. It is not an overnight process. You could probably speak to this too. There's little ways that you can take tiny little things, you know, take away processed sugars and try to eat more fruits. Take away a processed ketchup and eat an organic ketchup. There's little things that you can do. It's just not an overnight thing. As far as my journey as fitness, I have been strong from the day I came out of my mom's womb. I was constantly teased for the size of my shoulders, that I looked kind of quote unquote manly in a tube dress or a tube top. And I realized, you know what, I'm gonna be that strong black woman and I'm gonna shout out to every single black man in there. Anybody, doesn't matter who you was, black, male, of any type of generation. I was there to make sure that you knew I was a woman and I could do exactly what you were gonna do. If not, 10 times better than you. So I'm here to tell you guys this today. And I really want my black community, especially my black sisters, to listen up to this. This is something that's really been reminiscing on my heart. You can see my body size. I am fairly tiny, okay? There's a stigma in the black community, especially around our black women, that you have to be big booties, tiny waists, and big titties. That is not the ideal image for health and fitness. Health and fitness comes in different shapes and sizes. I don't look anything like Serena Williams, but I'm pretty sure me and her could go toe-to-toe in a tennis match and I would have a bomb time. You guys have to stop looking at it and basing yourself off the images that the media puts you into it. The media is toxic. We need to look at individuals like Brother Peace. Look at individuals like me, Zahra Fitness. Talk to people. I was just talking to the brother. He's going to look up books because he doesn't believe what's going out in the world. They are making sure they control you in every single way. Reach out to the people in your community. Be influenced by individuals. People come up to me because I'm a representation of health and fitness. You're a representation of a black king about health and fitness and wellness. You represent it. You can see it. We're living proof. There's no smokes and mirrors over here. This is a real journey. We want to bring you something authentic. We want to make sure that you guys have real knowledge you guys can go to and a community around that.
Ashe, that was a lot right there, and I have faith that y'all definitely took the time to receive that channel. She just channeled a lot right there, and man,
it's been on me, man.
It's been on you, sister, and I appreciate you expressing that because it's vital, like those things that you touched on, like when it comes to judging each other, when it comes to physical fitness, because like there's certain stereotypes and models that we see in the media. The media is very toxic. As a young man growing up as a black man, I used to see a lot of negative things in the media about black men, and then I would want to imitate that, not realizing like that's not how I'm really supposed to operate. operate, I am being programmed to view myself in a certain way, and then I feel like I have to carry myself like that in life and community. No, those are programs and conditionings, and those are things to consume your mind and to fill your subconscious mind with things that are not authentically you.
Yes.
So like she said, tap into your authentic nature and tap into your journey. Know that this life is a journey and it's a process. Things are not going to happen overnight. You got to take it one day at a time. So when it comes to tapping into your health and wellness, take it one day at a time and take the time to research. It's on you to develop more awareness and expand your awareness about things to incorporate for a healthier lifestyle. You have to take it upon yourself. You can't depend on nobody. Yes, there will be people out here that can give us advice and share advice. And like she's a physical fitness trainer. You can train with her, but outside of training, are you going to utilize the skill sets and the things that she has shown you to continue to stay consistent to develop more of a healthier lifestyle?
So what I hear you saying is, are you going to listen?
Are you going to listen?
Are you going to listen?
Yes.
You could throw me all of this knowledge that you've given to me, but are you going to listen?
Yes.
Are you going to open your ears and open your heart and listen?
Yes.
Okay? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the energy, man. Y'all really got to listen, you know? Don't sit there and allow for somebody who has taken the time to really research and dive deep into a subject and really pour the information out to you. Don't turn a blind cheek to that. Open your heart for 5 seconds and listen to what they have to say. Because honestly, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to this king right now if I would have just listened.
So yes, listening is very key. Like for me, within my life, I feel like key is a powerful element within my life, like listening, because I took the time to listen to other people. Like I wasn't always at the awareness that I am at now. I wasn't always at a peaceful frequency, but taking the time to observe and realize that I don't know everything and that this life is a journey and that I have to learn and develop to become a better version or the version that I want to be. So listening is key, observing is key, and applying is key. You know what I'm saying? And for me on my plant-based journey, I started in 2016. What really shifted me, I had got shot, so I had to really sit down. I got shot 4 times, so I wasn't able to walk for like many of months, so I was really in bed a lot and just having a lot of time to myself. So I just started looking at things online, doing research on different foods and stuff like that, because I was trying to recover and heal and strengthen my body again from after being shot. So I became aware of Dr. Sebi, and Dr. Sebi was going in on the different elements and how we don't consume enough minerals and stuff like that. So I had tapped in with a few of Dr. Sebi products, and then I just started eliminating the meats and the dairies and just went more natural for the fruits and the vegetables. And then like my spirit really resonated with that, and I just never resonated with going back into eating how I was brought up. You know, so like me personally, I'm the only one in my family that's on a plant-based diet. You know, so it could be challenging because I don't have people around me supporting me. I don't have people around me that is encouraging me to stay on my path, so it's on me to encourage myself and to stay motivated, and I have to inspire myself. But I take it upon myself to be a good influence for my family, because a lot of my family members, we come up from eating very bad eating habits and stuff like that. So just taking the time to feel like that I'm on a path that I'm on, and it's a purpose within the path that I'm on, and to know that I have the essence to be an influence for my family. So slowly but surely, they'll continue to see the consistency within me staying consistent with my diet and how it has shifted my frequency. I know a lot of people that I have grown up with, they can see that I'm on a whole nother frequency now. I'm vibrating a lot higher. I'm at peace. My heart is a lot lighter. You know what I'm saying? I'm just continuing, just trying to grow and progress. So I really appreciate this goddess, and I attracted this goddess on a day of Juneteenth. It was Juneteenth, and I was vibrating high. I was with a good group of people. You was on a high frequency, tapping in with your people, and we came across each other, and I got you to share some positive vibes on my channel, and we're reconnecting again. And give thanks to this connection, goddess. And how do you feel like brothers and sisters can create, like right now we are in a peaceful, harmonious state right now. How could more of our brothers and sisters can be able to come into space like this and create peaceful, harmonious frequencies where they can talk about health and wellness?
Right. So for me, and it's really interesting, I think this actually really hit me the other day, and I was talking to a man inside a store, and a young black man came up and talked to me. Here's the thing, ladies. This young black man came up to me. I had 2 choices. I could have sat there and been the typical, like they want to stereotype, aggressive black woman and not say anything, but I opened my mouth and I talked to him. The one thing we have to do is, if we show so much love on the internet, we need to show that same love in person. If you see one of your black brothers or sisters, speak and say hi to them. Talk to them. You don't really even know where that connection is gonna go. There's times where literally I have been minding my own business. You know what? I'm feeling great. I'm gonna smile at this young man over here. He smiles back. We start a whole conversation. He figured out this and that connection, and now he's helping me towards being a better individual. But we have to show that same type of love. Whatever you put out in the internet, Jolie, whoever I am on the internet, that's authentically who I am, sitting right here, right now. There's nothing different about who I am. I'm still here about Black Power. I'm still here about women empowerment. I'm still here with my health and fitness. I'm still here educated as a Black woman. You're gonna see the same type of person on the internet. Be authentically you and connect with each other. Talk with each other. We have to empower each other. We don't realize just how much power that we have as the younger generation. We are unstoppable. The things that I've seen you guys do are incredible. And shout out to Generation Z for you guys really being there for us and not being afraid to speak up. That's the biggest part about life. If somebody's wrong, say it. Put them on a pedestal and let them know you are wrong. There is nothing wrong with that. Bring them facts, which I've seen you guys do. Bring them passion, which I've seen you guys do. And bring solidarity.
Ashe, yes, Ashe, all of that. And I had to touch on that topic of just creating peace and harmony amongst each other and just interacting with each other on a peaceful state, because many of our people deal with so much, especially as melanated people in the society. Like, we have been lied to about our history. Like, all type of shit has going on. I know many of y'all are aware of that. So when it comes to that reality, that's why it's necessary for us to just genuinely try to connect with each other and send each other positive vibes, because we all trying to make it through this system in this society and in this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, recently I had some experiences trying to interact with some brothers and sisters, like just genuinely saying hello, like, how you doing, brother? No reaction, no eye contact, just kept it pushing. Like, they obviously see me, I'm tall, like I'm obviously right there in front of you, but they just didn't show no type of acknowledgement. I'm just like, what the heck? And it's like, I didn't take it personal because I know that person could be going through something, but it's just to realize like the human disconnect is real out here. Like, it's a real human disconnect, and that's something that I'm realizing, and it's something that I want to encourage us as humans to interact with each other, just connect on a connectivity level, because like it's so much going on, and energy is everything. So I just feel like it's vital to send out that good energy and reciprocate that good energy. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like, it's going to be times where you trying to be on a positive frequency and people are not going to be receptive. So that comes with like raising your frequency and want to elevate and tap into a higher vibration and to tap into a frequency of peace that everybody's not going to resonate with that energy. And you got to know that you can't internalize or take personal other people's reactions or how they operate, you know. So how do you feel about that, sister? About like, since you've been elevating, you on your fitness path now, you have made a lot of transitions. How have you been noticing the reactions from other people, and how have you been taking it?
So it's a really great question. You had asked that. So I used to take a lot of things very personal before I went through my spiritual enlightenment and awakening. Specifically geared towards, our Black community. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It does hurt to not see that I'm just trying to smile towards you. I'm not trying to cause any harm. I really just want you to know I'm here for you. I stand with you. That's it. Whether it's a fist in the air, a smile, anything. You have to realize, if I didn't touch them, you could touch them. If you didn't touch them, you got a gang of like 50 million people that are gonna touch them. That person is not lost. That person just wasn't touched by the right person. So I have to, like you said, detach and draw back. Because you know what? You did exactly what you were supposed to be. You were authentically you. That smile wasn't forced. That fist up wasn't forced. That was you naturally. And the energy is it's building within me right now, because this conversation is so beautiful between us. It's naturally within us. So anybody that is literally naturally authentic like this, don't stop that because somebody doesn't get what you're saying. That's okay. There's a universe of individuals just like me and Brother Peace still pumping out that positivity 24/7. Somebody else will get to that person. We just have to continue to push it out and push it out. He's going to have children. His children's children are going to have children. As long as we continue to install empathy into our children's understanding and compassion, dude, we're going to recreate this world. I have so much faith in this generation. Even in midst of all the negativity that's going on, we are here, we are proud, and this is a revolution I am honored to stand with.
Ashe, ashe, ashe. We doing this for ourselves and we doing it for the future generations. I want to say shout out to my little goddess. I have a daughter. I don't know if you was aware of, but her name is Irie. I'm sending her positive vibes. I'm sending her mother positive vibes. And may we all just genuinely, authentically tap into ourselves and do this for the youth in the future, because the youth is the future, and we definitely got to prepare the upbringing for them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm changing the frequency within myself. I'm breaking generational cycles. You know what I'm saying? And creating a higher frequency and a higher perspective within my life and liberty and the people that I'm connecting with. So man, it's just I give thanks, man. Like this is nothing scripted. You know what I'm saying? We naturally just free flowing here on Peace TV, vibing on some peaceful frequencies out here at Lake Merritt in the Bay Area, man. So I just give thanks. The sun had came out. At first it wasn't that shiny, but we feel the sun coming through and showing us that love. So it's a lot of good energy, and we just gonna reflect on this good energy today, man. Sister, with all that's going on, like within the media and stuff like that, like you said, it's a lot of toxic shit that's being promoted in the media and stuff like that. How are you dealing with that? Like, how do you not consume yourself, or like when you do feel like it's a little bit a little too much, how do you deal with that?
So for me, I definitely don't try to get too wrapped up in the social media posts. I am 110% aware that the Black community is suffering. I know that my Black kings are a target. I know that my Black queens are a target. And all my friends know this about me, I would prefer for people to send me positive things where I can actually put my foot into something and jump and cause action, versus sitting behind a computer and just soaking in all that negativity. I'm really big on meditating. I love to meditate. I meditate in the morning and I meditate right before I go to sleep. I always have sage burning in my house. I always have a crystal around my neck, crystals in my house. I connect with a lot of the Black yogis out here. We do yoga sessions as well. I even created a self-care corner in my room just to get myself out of the bed so I don't consume myself with just sitting on the phone and liking and sharing and getting into an argument. Here's the thing you have to realize. Kind of goes back to the same topic we were talking about. You could sit there and see a post and want to put out so much passion, but end up getting in a heated argument back and forth with somebody who is not going to understand your opinion. You are putting energy into the wrong person. That energy should be out there protesting. That energy should be out there writing letters to mayors, on citizens, and all this other stuff. Yeah. Don't argue with somebody who doesn't understand you. It's okay. Not everybody, like he said, is to that spiritual awakening point. But that doesn't mean that you have to overconsume yourself. Set yourself time limits. If you know that, hey, I just want to check in to see what's going on with the world, that's fine. Or don't even have to go on social media. Have a connection like Brother Peace, who you already know has researched it on his own time. Connect with him if you don't feel like social media is something where you're going to get swooped into. There are ways around that where you can get your knowledge and your information without letting the media consume you and look at this world in a negative place. There is crimes. There is death. We all know this, you guys, but you guys have to realize there's more to life. I'm 27 years old, a former foster kid. There is more to life. Trust and believe you. You have a whole world outside in front of you. Just don't let yourself be consumed by negativity.
Don't let yourself be consumed by negativity. Surround yourself around people who are up for and encouraging about positive things, and also surround yourself around people that speak life into you. Yes. Like I was just talking on my last segment with a sister that we both grew up coming from the hood. So I'm coming up from Richmond, California, and on my upbringing, a lot of times when we interact, we speak down on each other. We put each other down. We're not uplifting. We're disrespectful in conversation. Like for men, when we conversate, we be like, "What's up, my bitch ass nigga? What's up, you nerd ass nigga?" Or when sisters communicate, "What's up, bitch?" You know what I'm saying? You know how women, we communicate in toxic ways, but it be love, and that be a way how we bond and connect with each other. But those ways, we're not actually speaking life into each other. Those frequencies aren't frequencies of life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to reprogram myself and also just switch the frequency and the paradigm when it comes to conversation amongst brothers and sisters, because I still be in the hood. I still be in Richmond. I still got cousins and shit that still be on the block, and I definitely put intention to interact with them and send them positive, encouraging words. Right. You know, a lot of times, sometimes I see certain people glitch and stuff, like, because they're not really used to receiving some positive energy in that way. Like, they used to somebody disrespecting them or not genuinely showing no compassion or just going deep within the conversation with them, keeping it real short. Yeah. But a lot of times I do try to touch people or have that heart-to-heart feeling or connection, but a lot of times people are not used to that. So sometimes I don't always get the best reciprocated response or reaction, but that's something that, like I said earlier, not taking it personal, but still staying on my path. And as long as I was authentic within myself, and that I naturally felt like that within myself and sent that love, that I shouldn't feel bad about that. But yes, like, it's very vital that we speak life into each other, because it's power in our words. Like, once you realize it's power in your words, and energy is everything, so the energy that you're putting out into the world that you want to come back into you, you want to be mindful that you're putting out some things that are good and uplifting and healing and loving and considerate. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, sister, how do you feel about when it comes to brothers and sisters? Like, do you feel like our voices matter?
Oh, man, that doesn't even have to be a question. Of course our voices do matter. But you have to figure out how your voice matters, and how, more or less, to be specific, how you're going to use your power. For a while, for me, example, growing up, foster child, came from an adoptive family, thrown back into the system, just kind of all over the place, not really knowing what was going on. And as I grew older and older, I had to realize that there was so much more to life. There was so much more to life. And it's the idea that I installed within me, the idea of hope. And I realized, you know what? It's interesting. These people keep flocking to me, you know, saying they're learning stuff from me, but I'm just going through my life. Like, I mean, I might be bumping my head left and right, but I'm just going through my life. And the more people that gravitated to me, they were like, dude, I like seeing you working out. I like seeing this. I'm like, really? What? Yeah, I'm just doing this because I need to work out. You know, I feel good. You will start to see your true power when people see it in you, because they will come to you and they will feed, like you said, life into you. Yeah. They fed life into me. They said all these beautiful things that, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I knew these things about me, but they just put me and vibrated me to a whole nother level. And I said, wait a second, someone like me that came from nothing, you'll follow behind me, you trust my guidance and my words. That feeling is incredible. It's a huge amount of respect to yourself to know that you put all this time, this energy into you, that people want to learn just a bit of that. Give me a little bit of that confidence that I have in you. Give me a little bit of that peace that you have within you. You're a father. Give me a little bit of that humbleness, the patience that you have to grow with a child, the artistic skills that you have. Your child, number one, is going to be great at math, so you know, okay, because you're already with the artistic skills. Give me a piece of that. I'm gravitating to you because I need a piece of you. You need a piece of me. There's a connection. What's the word woman? What do you hear out of that? What do you hear? Literally, you guys, I was talking about this on a run. Woman. I couldn't write the word woman without the word man. We are one. We are one. Woman, you come from my womb. Come on now. Come on now. I ain't got to put it in black and white for y'all. Like,
man, let me express on that woman. And us as black men, we have to definitely respect the woman. Like, we come from the woman, and a lot of men definitely acknowledge God as their deity. Well, a man is their deity, but we can't forget about the woman. Like, I respect that you acknowledge the power of the masculinity, but you got to respect the power within the femininity, the feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? It's divine balance, and we all come from the woman, so we definitely need to develop more respect for the woman and develop, like, more awareness. What is a woman? You know what I'm saying? Like, we come from the woman. I noticed, like, within this society and in this government, like, we definitely, it's patriarchal, and we acknowledge the men more than anything. Like, we're going a lot of things off the men's psyche and the men's psychological structure of thinking and stuff like that, but we're not reflecting on the woman and her intuition and her spirituality. Like, the woman is very deep and complex, but we don't take the time to really reflect on the woman on a real deep spiritual level. And that's what I feel within my spirit. Like, I know it's a lot of awareness that I need to learn when it comes to women. That's why I have a daughter, and I feel like universe has put that on me in this lifetime as my first child, to have a daughter, to really learn and understand the woman and the divine feminine energy, because that's where I came from. So that's very powerful to me, and getting that experience and opportunity to really learn what the feminine energy is, what a woman is, and being mindful of her emotions, what she goes through mentally. Like, women go through all type of different things, and they're very sensitive. And not to to neglect men. We are sensitive as well, but when it goes back to the woman, they say woman is the original being on this planet, and we come from her. So
emotionally fueled creatures.
Yes, the woman is powerful. So I just want to say, black men and just men in period on this planet, we need to uplift our sisters. We need to lift women and encourage women to love themselves and tap into their spirituality and tap into their intuition and their divinity and being in tune with nature and just life and shifting the frequency. Because I feel like if women raise a lot of standards out here and things like that, men will start switching stuff. Like women didn't give access to men to have sexual exchange so easily, and women started telling brothers like, no, y'all got to start really educating yourself. Y'all got to really start becoming more of protectors and more healthier and know how to deal with us in more healthier ways instead of being toxic or trying to take advantage of us. And also on the other end, like women, like just each other developing that real compassion and respect for each other, because we all been hurt in this society. I was just talking to somebody else about this, that men and women have been hurt and each other be putting the blame on each other when we both been fucking hurt. We both are dealing with trauma. I'm not saying the men got hurt more than the women or the woman got hurt with the man. We're like, period, we all been hurt, and we all have to have compassion towards one another and tap into a frequency of healing. Like, it's really time to heal and to let go of the traumas and the things of the past and move forward. And what are we creating moving forward for a new culture that we're building, instead of going or trying to operate off old ways of how cultures operated and how they fail. Let's create new culture, new paradigms of healthy, sustainable lives and being sovereign and being in tune with each other and having real peace amongst each other, so we can actually be on a good frequency to build things and create things, get back to building pyramids and artifacts and statues and things like that that benefit the planet and connect us to the universe. Like, it's many powerful things that we can tap into that we're not aware of, but first we got to get on a peaceful frequency and understanding and have clarity first as humans and realize that we are humans and that we are extensions of the universe and nature. So it's really deeper that we can go and expand as humans and stuff like that, but first we got to at least get on a harmonious frequency.
Mind if I tap in on
yes.
that? Yeah. So to follow up with that, as far as emotions go, as far as human beings, women, we definitely have to be a lot more understanding when men are able and have that ability to express their emotions. I have a lot of very close friends black men who come to me, and literally I am there to just let them vent, talk about situations. Never turn him down for opening up his emotions, because it's so deeply enrooted in our black community, toxic masculinity, where you guys are bred to think, you know, what's weak, what's strong. Certain colors mean you're feminine versus masculine. Reteach yourself everything, okay, you guys, because what we were taught is systematically incorrect, and we're creating a separation, not even just between races, between a human being, a man and a woman. We create life. You help give us life. We are one unit together. We can't accomplish this unless we start respecting each other. Just like men have to be in touch with their emotions, women, you have to be ready to receive that and to understand your own emotions just as much as men have to understand their own emotions. We got to break the cycle.
Yes, we got to break these cycles, man. So just taking the time to observe many different cycles and behaviors that we operate as a people that are toxic to our communities and toxic to us being on a harmonious frequency. We got to eliminate those things. So just taking the time to address certain toxic cycles that we continue to tap into, that we need to eliminate and break to create new paradigms amongst each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yes. Brothers respect the sisters, sisters respect the brothers, and let's create more peace and love on this planet. Like, nature is always providing love for us, like the water, the different elements and the fruits. Like, nature is always providing some love for us. Nature is providing some peace for us. Like, you can go and tap into nature in a nice natural environment and receive a whole lot of peace for free. You know what I'm saying? So you can really utilize life in nature. Like, this planet has so much love for us, but we really have to tap into that awareness and reciprocate that love back and give back. You know what I'm saying? So sister, when we've been tapping in about fitness as well on the channel today, so how do you feel like physical fitness can definitely help people cultivate peace within themselves?
So physical fitness, specifically Zahra Fitness, it's a mind, body, and spirit transformation. You have to be in touch with the physical side of you. You have to be in touch with the emotional side of you and the mental side of you. Once you start to tap in all three places, you vibrate to a level that nobody can take you away. You no longer second guess yourself. You no longer judge yourself. Anybody that says anything about you doesn't affect you because you're a whole being. You're vibrating higher than you have before. Now, this level is hard to get for some people, and it's easier for others. This is where you have fitness coaches where they jump in and they help you keep you on a guided path. To give you a little tip, some of the things that I put into my program to help with that. I give you a reflection journal. I want you guys to journal in and out, day in and out. Figure out who comes into your energy space, who leaves your energy space. If you have a bad day, a good day, start to figure out the negative things that don't help you stay on your health and fitness goals. Also, I do a mental health check-in with you. I do bi-weekly check-ins, face-to-face, Zoom, to really just see how you are. If you want to stare at me for 20 minutes, that is perfectly fine. If that's what you consider a mental health check-in, that's okay. Everybody tries to put guidelines around what meditation looks like, what dancing looks like, what hip hop looks like. You can't classify things. Everybody goes through different things, but you actually have to tap in and to focus these things, because if you didn't have all these things together, my clients wouldn't be coming to see me. I text them outside of work. They're in a group me app where they all have access to each other. There's so many different ways that I tap in and make sure what mind, body, and spirit are all collectively working together, health and fitness. We have a long fight to go through, you guys. There's a lot of injustice still going on, but if you're walking through this world in a tainted temple, what's the point of living?
Yes, we really want to make the most of our lives out here and live it to the fullest, and cultivating your peace within yourself is key. Having that sense of wholeness and calmness within yourself, accepting yourself, and like she said, your mind, body, and soul. You want to work on aligning those things. Like, you will feel the most best about yourself when you align those things. And I know it's not easy, but like she said, you can reach out to her and tap in to her for some advice, some encouragement, or if you want to get active with her and start training with her, it's all love. You want to let the people know how they can keep up with you, Goddess?
Yes, so you guys can contact me. My cell phone number is 510-754-1095, or you could DM me. It's Zahra, Zahra _fitness_. I am literally always at my phone. Don't hesitate to call, to text. If you see me working at the lake, come over and interrupt my workout. I want to talk to you guys. I don't want you guys to place this stigma around fitness trainers where we're mean and we're aggressive. Dude, I'm chasing butterflies and singing and loving and climbing up rainbows if I could find one, okay? I am literally the most authentic person. I want you to know that you can create a friendship with me, but I will also be your trainer.
I say tap in with Zahra Fitness. It's a very powerful sister. I give thanks for her being available today and sharing some of her positive vibes, sharing some of her peace today. Sister, how are you going to create your peace moving forward today?
So moving forward, I'm actually going to go head up to my roof and do a little bit of meditating. This conversation has really just hit me in a way I really wasn't expecting. And I really want to reminisce on it. Some people don't realize when something really hits you, take the time to really reminisce in that energy. Understand why the divinative power puts you in somebody's energy for that day. Really tap in and understand there's so much of a greater calling that me and you have just sitting right here today, and I can feel it, and I want to respect that energy and go back and really just sit on it. And then moving forward, honestly, my day is set. The ancestors have blessed me with the sun on my face. I'm alive, I'm breathing, I have everything that I need, and that's it. My day is peace. I woke up in a state of mind of peace. The one thing I want to leave you guys with that I see a lot of people still doing to this day, the biggest form of slavery is to allow somebody to control your reaction. A lot of people are very quick to how they react. I can go about my day, people could cut me off in traffic, people can say nasty things, and guess what? I'm smiling 24/7. You might look at me like I'm the craziest person on the street, but what does it help for me to be just another negative spirit walking on this planet? And 10 times out of 10, when I calmly and collectively respond, or I don't show them any type of response, they feel weird about themselves. Exactly. Because they're like, well, you're not getting irate and frustrated. Sweetheart, there is so much more to this world right now. I'm not going to sit there and argue with you over a traffic stop. There is so much more of a bigger picture above that. Chill out. Relax. You control your reaction. Nobody else does.
That was very powerful. Thank you, sister. And that's a real reality. Like, I experienced that to this day from people I grew up with. Even in family, like, they can get so ticked off or frustrated off the littlest shit. Like, I done seen aunties or cousins and shit get mad off a little piece of paper being on the floor and they want to cuss out everybody. Like, that's... It's just sad, but it really comes down to you not really having a state of peace within yourself, not being grounded within yourself. To get shooken up off a little piece of paper off the ground, or somebody accidentally bumping you or cutting you off, or dropping something, spilling some water or something, like, and I just seen certain people just react so viciously or want to cut somebody out, and that can be your own flesh and blood.
Yes.
And we really need to relax as a people and know that it's not that serious. Like, it's so much going on. Like, I see people get mad off the little pettiest shit. I got shot 4 times, so that really put me to a deep level of calmness within myself after I had healed and overcame some of that trauma and stuff. Really, like, little shit don't bother me. Like, to where, cause like I didn't experience an intense amount of pain to where it's like a lot of shit that happens on a day-to-day that irritates the average person that it just don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? So really work on just protecting your peace and being in power of your emotions and your peace of mind, because you don't want to give nobody the power to allow you to overreact and get you out of the state of your character. Because sometimes when you're not in the right state of mind and in the right character, like, you can do some shit that you wouldn't naturally do, and you make a mistake. Then when you come to your senses, you realize, like, fuck, I hurt that person, or I did that, and I really didn't intentionally want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But you allowed your emotions, you allowed that frustration to tick you off and put you in a state outside of yourself. So really work on staying grounded within yourself and protecting your peace, and don't give nobody the power to make you do things outside of yourself. So you be in power and control of yourself, and that comes with loving yourself and knowing yourself. So I appreciate you, sister, so much. You expressed so much today that was very vital, that that I resonate with, that a lot of our people definitely needed to hear, and that they should reflect on, take notes, and utilize along their journeys when moving forward when it comes to you tapping into your peace and becoming a better being. You know what I'm saying? So peace, life, and love. I look forward to having you here again, sister, and we can tap in on many more topics and perspective. But, you know what I'm saying, I know you got stuff to do today, so enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate any brothers and sisters who have taken the time to tap in with us here on Peace TV. And do whatever you got to do that activates your peace within you. Peace, life, and love. Take care. I came up in the hood, but I'll be on that peace and love. I seen a lot of niggas die, seen niggas get caught up. Decided those are not the past, I want experience. I took the time to elevate my consciousness. I realized my people out here dealing with self-hatred. That's why niggas be on these low vibrations, breaking each other down to the ground like the pavement. Dealing with these chains of mental slavery. I hate